This episode of City of Iron was filmed at Tabletop Tavern.
Hello guys, gals and pals, and welcome to Nat Fun Presents City of Iron, a show where I sit around with my favourite people and we play Dungeons & Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master Khyle Sayer, and tonight I'm joined by Chey Botha, Riley Wyatt, Tommy, and Christian Lewes. Memory is an interesting thing. It shapes everything we do. Some people ignore it, try to run from it, or some people let one singular moment define their entire future. Vaylin, tell me about your childhood.
Vaylin's childhood was it was good. He had a good childhood. It was fun. He had a family. He had a mum, a dad, a sister, which were all human. He is the only tiefling in his family for this generation. There have been ones before. But as much as it would have seemed that people around him early on would have tried to make that a thing to pick at, he just didn't care enough. He just used it for the best of everything. It's cool, you've got horns, you've got blue skin and a tail. It was good. You know, his family owned a Manitech factory where they made things but also invented things, which was very cool. He lived in Hawks Ridge, which is a place far off in the Shattered Isles, where there were floating isles for all the eye could see, which is a cool sight, cool thing to grow up around. Had a lot of fun going around the town. But yeah, I used to run parcels for the factory, help out where he could. His mother and father both inventors. His sister was 8 years old. Well, it was a lot younger than him. He was around, when she was 8, he was 17. And yeah, it was good.
Let's travel back to that moment. To you being 17 years old, we head to the Shattered Isles, a small continent that an eon ago was sundered by some strange magic or ritual, to the point where the very air hums with chaotic magical energy. Freak lightning bolts and storms permeate the area, where islands float on their own from a sea of magic you could almost swim through. Where we see Hawks Ridge, a town that has made its home among these floating isles, a cluster of these islands connected by bridges, walkways, and a constant joy and love for life. Being in this strange chaos, not being afraid of it, but loving what it means the universe could hold. And we see at the center of it the Stormweaver factory, where a loving, caring family work tirelessly to make the lives of everyone in Hawks Ridge and everyone in the world, make their lives better. No more so than the family of the Stormweavers. We see a 17-year-old Vaylin probably running through a factory, ducking and weaving. You kind of like sneak under someone's arm, you just hear a, "Hey!" Immediately.
Sorry.
Oh, you little...
You'll get over it.
You're immediately like skidding under this massive factory where you see these energy cores just being churned out. It is chaotic, but it is home. No one feels overworked in any other sense than when your grandpa says, like, oh, it's been a rough day, and you know they still love it, even though they're tired, they're grumpy, their bones ache. No one really has anything to complain about here, even though you are in a horrifying landscape. People here are a little bit more wild because of it. They're not afraid, they embrace that chaos. So what would we see Valen doing on an average day?
On an average day, he would be walking around, well, kind of skidding through, getting stuff done, sliding down a couple rails, usually delivering anything that needs a kind of local delivery, between aisles, like collecting packages, putting them in a satchel, like going around and saying hi to the people that work there, checking in on what Tamswick's doing. At some point, he'd find his little sister, Lisa. It's a small human girl, blonde hair, just average 8-year-old fun. And yeah, he would just be collating stuff, checking in on the office with Mum and Dad to see if they need anything.
I think we see Valen running through the factory, pulling some cheeky pranks, trying to distract people from their work as they kind of lovingly shoo you away or yell at you or throw some banter back at you. And as you do every day, I think you visit your mother and father's office. You stumble in, kind of half sweaty and panting from the joys of running around, and you see your father, Aldrin Stormweaver, and your mother, Marianne Stormweaver, two people who radiate love and care for everyone around them. Your mother... Actually, could you describe your mother and father for me?
Well, my mother is a very well put together woman, has, for working in a factory, very nice attire to her. It looks like it costs more than it does. She's put everything very intentionally, everything's very nice. She has brown hair that flows down her back that she often wears out, kind of forgetting to tie it up, just going with the day. A face that has wrinkle lines on it, but only from worn smiles. I think she looks like somebody who is smart, sophisticated, well put together, and has lived a good life.
I think we see your mother in almost like that Victorian era style, like white dress with little ruffles on it, her sleeves kind of rolled up. Your mother is a very intelligent, well-read woman. She does a lot of the thought work behind the creations of the Stormweaver factory. You'll see there's a pen behind her ear, a little bit of ink stain just kind of blotched there, her fingers kind of stained, as she is immediately looking at a board, and you see the classic pattern your mother uses of these spirals. She's always loved that design. She's always talked about it having scientific and biological necessity within it. She's also just loved that swirly style. She always tries to fit it into everything. As you see a giant blackboard behind her where she's, figuring some things out, working out some equations. Half looking at you, you see she turns, gives you that big smile, and then immediately, and immediately goes back to that blackboard and starts jotting some notes down. And then your father turns to you. What does your father look like?
My father is a man that is another human man. He has kind of like grayish, like hair that used to be blonde, but it's now fizzling out to a little bit of gray on it. He's not necessarily older, but his hair has just turned a bit gray early. He has a bit of like a bald spot coming in on his head. Again, a face that has quite a lot of like lines on it, but just due to smiles. Like a lot of smile lines, a lot of crow's feet that are going on. He has like patches of tattoos that run down both of his arms. He is in more of like working gear, where his mum is the brains of a lot of it. The dad is a bit more of like a hands-on, like one of the lead like chief engineers of the factory. And the brown, he's got like oil and grease kind of on him, on his pants, like this. It looks like how painters look, how they always have like paint splotched all over them. Like he's got that, but it's just black splotches everywhere. He's probably got a tool like in hand that he's like fidgeting with through his like fingers.
As he turns to look at you, you see on the chair behind him, behind his desk, his suit jacket, tie all thrown over it. Your father has never been comfortable in these very presentary clothing, although he has to wear them to work every day. Everyone knows the second he's in his office, they go off, he goes down to his worker's uniform. He always feels much more comfortable on the floor with the workers around him, actively getting involved and figuring things out, despite him also being a very well-read and intelligent man. He turns to you, kind of claps you on the back of the neck as he sees you sweaty and out of breath. Just, Valen, what have you been doing?
Oh, sorry, I've just been running around, absolutely
Causing mischief?
Yeah, of course, but
What are we going to do about this with Marianne? She looks and just, I have no idea. Well,
come on, you've got a devil child. You'd have thought it was going to be all easy.
Okay, we raised you to think that's not. Oh, fine, embrace whoever. Oh, yeah. Okay, those horns are coming in.
He goes in and he just gives her a big hug.
Oh, okay, sorry, I've got ink on you. Oh, goodness.
You always have ink on you,
no, it's okay.
mother.
Immediately licks the thumb, gets it off.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Oh, you missed some more. Immediately the kisses all over the face. You as a 17-year-old.
Thank you, Mum.
There's more where that came from.
I know.
Now, since you still have some energy left, clearly...
You guys need stuff done?
Of course we do. We actually have some parcels, some letters that need to be sent to the edge of town.
Yeah.
Actually to the postal service, because they need to be sent even further.
Oh.
So, if you could go sort that out. But, before you go, yes, I know, it's a long, long journey. How about we make it a little better for you?
Okay.
Go see Tamswick.
Okay.
He's got a present for you.
No.
No. I said nothing. He wants it to be a surprise. Yes, you shouldn't tell him anything. He's going to get...
I'm going to get way too excited about this. And he okay, I love you. I love both of you. I will see you soon.
Yes,
I'll be
we
back.
love you. Yes, we love
what's
you.
for dinner? I'll find out when I get back. Bye.
Okay, no, don't run in the hall.
Tamswick!
Immediately. Right to the other end, this tiny little basement office. You burst through the door. Tamwick is there, big goggles on. You see Welder. Just, he's not even noticed you at this point. Ah!
Hi.
Germs!
Hi. What are you...
Germs!
You saying I'm dirty?
I mean, look at you, you're healthy.
I know, I'm just asking you for saying I'm
Please,
dirty.
germs, I really don't like to be touched. Ah!
You'll be fine.
It's fine, okay.
Okay, I'm here for absolutely no reason at all. I just stumbled in.
Oh, no reason?
Here.
Oh, goodness.
Just for fun. I thought
Well,
I'd come
I tell you
see
what, I've
you.
actually got some work I need to do, so
Oh,
if you could
really?
maybe come back in like an hour
Just
or so.
Just an hour?
Just an hour.
Okay, I manipulated the time and an hour's gone by.
Well, that's a new trick, my goodness. Well, it's an hour in the future.
I've been working
it's
on it.
Tea time.
Tea time!
It's tea time.
I love
So
tea.
let's go get a snack, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, I'm kidding. So,
Yes.
you rambunctious little thing. I have, against the wishes of your mother and father, gotten a little present for you.
You did something with...
It's
Okay.
under that tub.
Huh?
Under the tub.
Under
the tub. The big one. Yes, the big one.
Big...
Yes,
okay.
it's not. I'm not getting you a small little gizmo. I do that every year, and you always kind of play with it for 5 minutes, and then under the tub.
I do, okay. And he walks over to it and he touches it and...
Immediately you see this huge board-like device with an engine on it and this large metallic sail that can fold out.
You're fucking kidding! Is this for me?
It is a joke, it's not there. You're imagining it.
I'll get you! Did you get
Okay.
this for me?
Well, you talked about, look, I understand that you've seen the airships, and I know that you're fascinated, and you're not old enough, obviously, to really go on one of those. Your mother and father are a little bit concerned about safety.
That's fair.
But I don't know how I convinced them to go and give you this.
You beautiful bastard. Thank you.
Language.
What?
You are still a baby boy.
I'm
When you reach about 200, maybe then you can use big swear words.
I don't think I'm gonna reach 200.
Not with that attitude.
27 at the most.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
That's really sad.
I'm kidding!
Well, you might
Tamswick.
only reach 27 if you're not careful on this thing. It is fast. It is dangerous.
Okay.
You are to go slowly and carefully and stick over the islands.
It sounds perfect. I'm not wearing a helmet and I may go a little faster than you like. Thank you!
No, I didn't hear any of that. Please do. Your mother and father really didn't like this. You immediately. It is huge. It is long. You hoist it. You can barely lift it. Immediately your arms are straining, but you do not care. You run out the factory, up the stairs, trip over a few times. As you start running out the factory, forgetting the parcel, by the way, you have to turn back and be like, immediately there's one of the workers just like, you forget the parcel every time.
Of course I forgot the parcel. Look what's in my hands.
What is the... No!
Yeah!
Tazwick! As you turn back around, you see your little sister just at the door.
Lise. What? Don't give me that frown.
Why do you get a thing?
Because I'm an adult.
I'm
You're
an
8 years
adult.
old. You're not an adult.
I'm an adult.
If you ever grow up, I'll be so upset with you. Come on.
I am a grown-up.
Okay, well, we need a grown-up to stay here and look after Mum and Dad, don't we? Isn't that what we said? We're gonna promise to look after them?
You get to do the fun stuff. You got a cool thing.
I usually have to deliver things.
Tamswick, make me something.
You know what?
What?
When I get back, I'll ask him, for your 17th birthday, he'll make you something.
9th birthday.
9th and a half.
Okay. But I can still come, right?
No, I don't even know how to
It's a
fly
big
this
board,
thing
I can
yet.
fit on the back of it!
You could fit on my shoulders.
No!
No!
She just runs off.
I love you. Goodbye. Whatever.
Your poop!
Thank you so much. I'm the poop man. Thank you, Lisa.
Just the guy next to you just... poop man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're the poop man.
Okay, poop man. Everybody is the poop man.
No, I'm...
Who's the poop man?
This
He
is
goes
a-
on the intercom. Poop man!
Grab
call him the
intercom
poop
off
man.
him.
Not the poop man. If anybody calls me the poop man, I'll find where you
Excuse
live.
me, this just in, somebody was requesting information about the poop man.
From the other side of the factory.
Tamswick, I will get you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This isn't him.
I will get you. You will.
Time dilation, goodbye!
As you immediately head out on your board, you see the floating islands, you see constant swirling patterns of purple and blue. Every so often you'll see just a lightning bolt out of nowhere through the air. These specialized lightning conductors dotted around these islands, so to keep the citizens safe. These islands are beautiful, majestic. There are just homes and factories dotted around. Normally you'll see 3 homes to an island. Very spacious, a wonderful place to grow up. As you jump on your board and you head out.
Yeah, as you get to the edge of the cliff, because Hawk's Ridge is high up in
Very
these
high.
isles. He just grabs the board and kind of like when you're surfing, how you'll push under a wave to get through it. He just jumps and turns it on and just figures it out as he goes. The hiccup, the test pilot thing where it's how do I, and he just throws it out and he's all right, well, I guess we'll
Yep,
leave it up
I'm
to
gonna figure it
nature.
out or I don't. Always the insane rambunctious one. Give me a dexterity check.
Sure.
Now, this is 17-year-old Valen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're not proficient in this. You just get a +3.
Okay. Where's my special
The
boy?
special one for special
Oh.
boy memories.
Ah!
That would have been so cool.
No, I really did it.
That was so cool.
+3. That's an 8.
That's an 8.
Yo!
Wonderful. You, having never been on a Skyboard
Nah.
before, you're like, I've seen these.
Fuck it.
These are kind of around, but very rare.
Yeah.
Luckily, your family has a good bit of money behind them. So you jump off, you're like, I'm Valen. I clearly have this. And then you realize there's a bunch of pedals and buttons, and you don't know what any of them do. And you just start, with your foot, thumping the multiple pedals and engines, trying to kick it up. Nothing's happening as you just... Give me one more dexterity saving throw at this point.
That is a 13.
As you see one of the mountains of the ground.
Is that still +3?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
As you see essentially a mountain from the landmass below start coming towards you, you immediately go, oh, there's a solar sail. Pick up the sail. As it cracks into gear, you see it suddenly glow with this blue-white energy, and then the engine. Suddenly you are kicked up into the air. How careful is Valen?
Like at this, I think he had just like, because like this, again, this is 17-year-old Valen. He is a bit stupid. And it's like the stupidity and the learned suave haven't clashed together yet. So I think in this moment he jumps and he has this like, I'm actually falling off a fucking cliff with this present I just got. And when he flipped it up, it scared the shit out of him enough to maybe just pay a bit of attention to like what's going on. Because like, also no one's around, no one's looking at him. So if he shits his pants a little, it's okay, you know? So I think at that moment he may have taken a bit more of like, oh, like, wait, okay, like let's figure out how it works.
Wonderful. And you a little bit more careful, but you're still Valen.
Yeah.
As the scene fades from you for the first time, flying your skyboard, the wind through your hair, you're feeling the magic, literal magic that hovers in the air, almost makes your skin tingle. As we see the same scene a few months later, you, insanely confident with this skyboard, running errands further and further out throughout Hawk's Ridge and the shattered isles down below. What's Valen's attitude now after a few months of this skyboard?
A few months of it? I think it took him like 2 months, because he'd be on this thing, like even if he didn't need to do deliveries. Man is out and about on this board. And I think he's like cutting through alleyways. Like it's no longer like, oh, I'll just like stay on top of, like, I'll make my way carefully through the aisles. It's like, now it's this like, oh, it's, wait, was that a like,
yeah.
And he's just going around and just flying through and like, obviously being careful to a degree not to like hurt anyone. Like he doesn't want to like to hit anybody with his board. And part of it, he'd be really annoyed because of like the board would get damaged. Like obviously he cares, but like he's zooming around. He's like skidding off rooftops. You know, probably like he started getting to the point where he's like learning like, oh, if I cut the engine at this point while I crest over this mountain, I can free fall and start spinning, and then
fully at this point you're doing tricks. You're confident enough with the board that you know you can make the deliveries so fast that you're now making the journeys about having fun instead of getting... You know you're going to get the package where it needs to go. And this is... You know, this is a world without internet and all that kind of thing. So expediency isn't as important. If you're given a thing to deliver, it's designed to, by the end of the day, get it over there. You can get it done so fast. Most of your day is spent just having fun on your board. You probably don't even see your family that much anymore. You skip meals. You're up before everyone else because crack of dawn, you want to be on that board.
there's moments where he'll like, because he's either like at home, he's either doing these deliveries, just kind of flying around, or there'd be this one aisle that is relatively smaller, but it's quite high in the like ecosystem of the Shattered Isles. And he would over time have brought things to this like this one top of an isle, and he just has this little like not crash pad, but like if you were like back home, there's like on the beaches, a lot of people in like the tree canopies will like bring like camping chairs and bring stuff like that and just leave them there. Like he just has this little like hangout spot on one of these isles that he just kind of like hangs out at. He'll still go home, like, and he obviously like some nights he might sleep up on that thing, but like, or like he stays out, but he still like will go home and like check in with his family. Like he's still a family boy, as much as he presents I'm this cool little blue devil who goes through and flies around the town.
Absolutely. And I think we actually take a moment of you in your little hideaway. It's such a poignant thing that children of a certain age do, where they have those little hideouts. Suddenly they have that energy to be independent and strike it out on their own, which is why they form those fun little gangs that don't mean any harm, but they're there to cause mischief and pretend that they might be doing something bigger. And you actively get to do that now. And I think as you're there resting, you suddenly remember there is a package you have to deliver. It was given to you by your father, and it was by Tamswick. Tamswick actually needed this delivered pretty fast and needed for you to come back afterwards because there was another package you had to deliver.
Shit. Oh, bother. Yeah, go do that thing.
Immediately you jump on your skyboard, head off, deliver the package in no time, but as you turn around to head home, give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's a nat 20 for a 23, if I'm not proficient at this point in dexterity.
I mean, a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Bet.
I think as you're enjoying this moment, taking a little bit longer than you should, just swirling through the sky, as you're at the peak above all of these islands, you see the factory far off in the distance, and you suddenly see one of those freak lightning bolts just slam into the factory, which shouldn't happen. There are lightning rods around designed to stop the lightning. And immediately you see a small fire appear on the factory.
Just, like, doesn't even say anything, no quips, no nothing, just...
Immediately you slam on it. You know now to pull the solar sail down to gain more speed. You tuck yourself in, less wind resistance. Give me one more dexterity saving throw.
That's a 5 with a natural 2.
As you tuck yourself as tight as possible, you're focused on this factory. It's a small fire, and you see people kind of gathered around to start putting out the fire. Minor danger, but you want to be there. As you're focused entirely ahead of you, you don't realize the building lightning around you. As it strikes the front of your board, and you immediately fly through the air, tuck into a ball as you slam onto one of the small floating islands. Your board, cracked in half, falls next to you. I think it takes a few moments for you to regain consciousness, but a few hours for you to put your board back together enough to make it back to your factory. As you make it back, the second you leave the ground of this small, isolated island, you can immediately see Stormweaver Factory ahead of you, engulfed in flames. As fast as you can, you attempt to make it home on your now broken, barely functioning skyboard. As you hit the ground, you see the disaster that Manatech and Manafuel can have when it goes awry or there's a mishap. You see exploded tankers and scattered bodies of people you had grown up with a few hours ago, had laughed with, hopefully incinerated immediately, and not left a worse fate. The factory is ahead of you, engulfed in flames. You push your way through, your body a little bit more resistant to fire, are able to push through. You're still getting licked by these flames, almost like they're mocking you. They know they can't hurt you so much you can't enter, but they can make what happens next sting more. As you move through the factory and see bodies in all kinds of positions, some hanging from railings, some look like they were hiding under tables. As you think immediately to go to your mother and father's office, you're stopped by 3 familiar shapes in the center of the factory.
I go up to them and is it my parents?
You see your father completely incinerated. You see your mother a few feet away, clutching your sister. You only really recognize them by emotion alone. They've been here long enough, and I think the tears are falling hard enough already, even though you can't really make out the shapes and probably don't want to, you know.
It just kind of like, it's the moment of when shock hits a person where it's like Valen's got a lot to say a lot of the time. It's got a chatty mouth and it never stops. But it's not even that he doesn't know what to say, it's that there's no thoughts that hit his mind. It's like an empty wash, because there's so much that makes up a person, and one of the big parts about that is memory. And Nelly, his entire life to this point is memories made up of times inside this factory. He didn't have this plethora of friends. He didn't have this big thing. It was just the people at Stormweaver factory, and his parents and his little sister that really gave him something to fill his like cup in life. And the moment of that being taken away, and beyond anything, and just because he didn't get there in time, why did it happen, like what's going on, and all of these thoughts like kind of hit him, but it's just a lull of like nothing. And also like this building's on fire, and he just doesn't care. He could almost just lay down in it and be engulfed by it all.
I think as that moment, that thought crosses your mind of just laying down with your mother clutching your sister and joining them, you actually, I think, kneel down. And then on a side table, out the corner of your eye, you just see a red glow. I think even in this moment, it distracts you just enough. You turn towards it and you see something you've never seen before. You see, half buried under rubble, the red glowing of metal.
It takes him a second, but he gets up and he, like, in a burning building, you would expect a sense of urgency. He just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it in him to move quickly, to do anything really at this point. And he just lumbers himself mindlessly over to this glow that somehow has distracted him more than his lying with his mother and his sister.
Instinctively, you reach your hand out to this glow, not only because of the color difference. This is a mana fuel fire. It is blue flames, speckled with odd bits of lightning. And this is a red, metallic glow as you put your hand on it and pull out this strange, red, glowing, twisted metal pistol. You never know why, but that moment of slowness and no urgency, somehow from picking up this weapon, and as you look at it now, many years later, just laying in front of you, understanding it a bit more than you did, you realize from that moment you have never gone slow again. Your life has been urgency. And that's what we're going to end at. While Valen's tragedy struck at a younger age, I don't think age is a factor when it comes to defining moments in your memory, in your past. Draxos, how old were you on the worst day of your life?
Well, I need to remember exactly how old Draxos is now. I would say mid to early 20s, something like that. Maybe 23, 24, where he's feeling a bit naive and he's feeling a bit cocky with himself. Maybe like he's feeling invincible, like nothing can go wrong.
I agree. I think this is maybe at the height of Draxos's strength.
He's probably in his prime.
Certainly. I think you've been the head of the honor guard and personal bodyguard to Athoz for a few years, but you are, to your clan and all the clans neighboring within the Isle of Ereskos, you are close to a hero figure. It is always a position of great honor and esteem to be the personal bodyguard of the Pride leader. And here you stand young for your position, having rose through the ranks and personally gained the attention and praise of Athos to pull you from a different pride willingly into his own here at the Crown of Stones. We see the landmass of Ereskos, even in these dark times where most vegetation is dying. As we fly over Ereskos, we see fields of golden grass, lush trees, small herds of animals grazing. And we see dotted around clans and prides of all different style, creed, clashing sometimes, but having found this beautiful balance that mimics the balance of nature. We travel into the center of Ereskos, and you see the Crown of Stones. The Leonin of Ereskos are reclusive, certainly. They shun most manatech and most technology, apart from the bare necessities that truly do improve their lives.
I would say it's like, yeah, they would neglect it as much as possible and only really need to use it where it's absolutely necessary. Because like Leonil, as you say, they're a prideful bunch, no pun intended. But yeah, they don't have any real care for technology. They don't really have any real care for deities as such. So yeah, the mana attack would be limited and scattered, I would say.
It's the most basic, maybe medicines.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even think you use guns.
No.
I think everything, the pride of the Leonin is to do everything off the sweat of your own brow and to earn every morsel and earn every single day. Leonins live in paradise, and I think they always believe they have to earn that every single day. They never want to sit back and accept the life they have. They always feel they have to prove themselves. The Crown of Stones is... Palace is the wrong word, is the seat of power for Oreskos. It literally mimics a crown of these standing stones with cloth and leathers draped between them, almost to make this tent palace homage to strength and making every day count. And we see sitting in this stone structure a older, maybe 50 years old, Leonin, pure white fur, large mane, very simple dress, sitting in a simple stone throne with you by the side. As Leonin from tribes all over are coming, bringing questions, problems, conversation, as Athos graciously makes rulings, decides who he can help, what resources to split. As another Leonin kind of bows in front of him for another ruling and leaves, Athos just kind of slumps a little bit in his chair, just... "Oh, Daxos. Can we maybe just tell the rest of them to leave for the day?"
Well, there's a great many people, well, of our people here. They've all come here to see you, my friend.
But surely we could just sneak off and have a little ale or something. They wouldn't know. Put a straw man in my place. There we go, a smile. Thank you. You've been stood here all day. Miserable.
I'll kind of like give him a smirk and kind of shift a little bit closer to him and maybe turn my back to everybody else and kind of like go down to like his like heir, I suppose, like maybe a few more, and then we can get some of your father's hidden stock.
Of course, I'm kidding, Draxos. Helping the people of this land is all the honor and sustenance I'll ever need. I simply needed you to smile, man, please. It's getting depressing up here with you just glaring at everyone. You're putting them off.
Well, it's a job, my friend. It's not a leisure hangout.
We can still enjoy the work we do.
This is true.
As you hear these stone doors opening, and without even turning to look at the door, the hairs in the back of your neck stand on end, and you know who is walking into the hall for an audience with Athos. You see Baragon Ironmane, a few years younger, a little slimmer, more tired, and concern around his eyes. As he, as all Leonin are to do, shows the proper honor. He walks to the center of the room, takes one knee to the ground, hand on the floor, places it on his forehead. "Oh, my lord, Athos, please, I beseech your aid. Baragon, this has gone on too many times now. The answer is no. Please, our people are dying. Look around. The grass is dying. The herds have either fled, starved, died to sickness. We cannot sustain ourselves. We must do something. I refuse. You offered something horrifying. You wish to align ourselves with people who poison the world, so that we might survive on meager scraps, so that we might live. Please. I do not want to see our people die. You are dismissed, Baragon. You must listen, Draxos, please! Help. I can't watch our people die.
You see Baragon kneeling down, and you see him, like, his eyes shift, like, to the floor and just, like, dart everywhere as if he's thinking in his head. And the shifting would stop, and then he would have a dart or a sharp gaze back at Baragon.
I think as your eyes dart back to Baragon, you and Baragon have certainly had your complications, your differences. You used to be brothers in the same clan. You used to share the same name. And then you left. He never quite forgave you for that, and this is the first time in a long time you've seen the love he had for you mixed with this pure desperation.
His eyes would go back to him and... I'm sorry, friend. The answer is with Athos.
You doom us all. You, for your honor, for your pride, will watch everyone die, just for tradition. I challenge you, Athos. Now this is where your role as an honor guard comes in. As the personal bodyguard to the Pride leader, a personal challenge falls to you. You are the one who answers the challenge, not the Pride leader.
You hear him say that, and kind of... He's got his scimitar at hand, and he would step forward, and... Baragon, you know the rules. As honor guard to Lord Athos, it is my duty to step in place for him when there's a challenge to be met.
I'm aware, but something has to change. I'm ready. As you see, he put on the Leonin Longclaws, the weapons of your old clan. We don't need to roll dice. You are at the peak of your strength, your athleticism, and there's a reason the people of Ereskos almost idolize you. Even in your youth, as you and Baragon were growing up, you were stronger, faster. You had always beaten him. And walking down the steps towards Baragon to meet this challenge, you both know how this fight is going to go.
Well, as I'm walking forward, I would say, Baragon, you don't need to do this.
Something needs to be done.
Like this.
If there's another way, I don't know it.
Do not sink below your own pride, my friend. There's always another way. But not the way of poison, not the way of...
Also the way of honor. Tradition where you stand by your Lord's side as he blindly says no to salvation. I can't talk anymore, Draxos. Just do it. In mere moments, you have taken Baragon down. He will get up from the floor covered in blood. I think maybe you have a scratch or two on you.
Yeah.
Truly, this would be embarrassing if Baragon already wasn't at the end of everything. He silently gets up, spits a globule of blood on the ground, and leaves. Draxos, I am sorry. I know it must hurt to hurt a friend, so...
Not so sorry as I am, Athos.
I understand where he comes from. He is scared for our future. But we cannot compromise who we are. Just to live another day. Everything we are comes from fighting against the tide, against the nature, against gods. We have always seen ourselves through hard times. And we'll see ourselves through this.
You see Draxos listening to his words, and he's kind of confused as well, but he's also hearing what he's saying. He said, couldn't we just invite them in? Couldn't we take Baragon and his people into our pride, thus expanding our reach and making ourselves larger and stronger at the same time? If not permanently, yet temporarily.
Draxos, I appreciate your input. You are wise beyond your years. There's so much more than just simply bringing one pride into another. Things going on in the world affect every pride, every clan. We have to stay the course. The scene changes now. As you see yourself in a stormy night sky, lightning over the crown of stones, as you see it ablaze. You hear screaming, you see people running, you see people from your clan murdering people in the streets. It appeared one of the few times you were not by your lord's side, because you can't be there all the time. You have a home, you have a life, but there are others who do take over for times. It seems in the dead of night, the Ironmanes have come in and are attempting a coup. What do you do in this moment as you see this pride? Not only the largest pride, but the central one, the controlling one, the one that makes every decision and everyone looks for hope. You see the very center of it where you know Athos is aflame. And you know you are being attacked, right?
Well, I think... because Draxos, he knows who and what he is. He knows he has a job to do and that he cherishes that position almost above everything else. But also the reason why a big reason why he left his previous clan was to marry his wife, Aletha.
As you think for a second about your wife, Aletha, you happen just look in the direction of your home. A beautiful, small homestead, just slightly up the mountain. You see it too is ablaze.
Well, I mean, in that moment, he has a very critical choice to make. Be it go to save the friend that he's had for a very long time, or go to save the Leonin that he loves. And he's an honorable person, but he also cherishes loyalty and respect and love, and he's torn between two worlds, because if he goes to save his friend, he loses his wife. If he goes to save his wife, he doesn't know what's going to happen to his friend, and he will take that leap and turn to his home that is in flames
I'm going to
and
pose
run.
a question here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
At this point in Draxos' life, at the height of his own strength, you know the military might of your clan. It is stronger than the Ironmanes. The Ironmanes' advantage has to be that they surprised you, caught you off guard. So they might be winning currently, but as you look the Crown of Stones, you are aware there are other soldiers there. With how confident and cocky Draxos is at this stage of his life, as you look to your home and know your wife cannot defend herself, does Draxos think he could do both?
For sure. With the knowledge in his head that he knows about the training that everyone goes through, because he would be considered top of the top.
Yes.
I think he feels very confident that the lord that runs the Pride and the clan will be protected in his minor absence, and he knows his wife is in more danger than the person he is sworn to protect.
I think with that, you don't even think of it as a pick one or the other. I think Draxos immediately knows, I have to save my wife first, I have time to save Athos.
Yeah.
I can do both. I am Draxos.
I would say that's a accurate thought process.
And you head off to save the love of your life. And we cut once again to you in front of your home, it ablaze, your wife unharmed outside, as storm clouds suddenly, rain starts falling and hitting you. Suddenly the lightning, and you see the form of Baragon walking up the road towards you, up the path towards your home, alone. You see at his side these huge metallic gauntlets with these large claws at the end. Every so often, lightning crackling from them, almost mirroring the sky, as he holds within him and emanates the rage of an oncoming storm.
Do I know what the gauntlets are?
You've never seen them before. This is the first time you've seen them, but you will see them again in the future, aboard a ship.
Draxos. I'm so sorry this has to happen to you.
What have you done?
I've done what needed to be done. One day, I hope you can understand. But until then, you cannot go to Athos. I will ask you once, as a brother, do the right thing. Stay by your wife. Do not follow me.
He will turn and head towards the Crown of Stones.
The right thing. The right thing by ambushing us in the dead of night amidst a storm. The right thing by trading with the side of the beings that shred poison everywhere by the so-called mana tech.
Half over his shoulder, he turns to you.
I'm tired, Draxos, of explaining vision, compromise. For the love I had for you, stay there. I will not ask again.
And he walks.
Cannot allow you to go that way, Baragon.
He will turn. The rain, heavy now. His feet dig into the mud. The rain hitting the claws, just sparkling lightning.
And I'm sorry, Draxos. I really hoped we could look back on this moment together. The sacrifices we make.
As he leaps towards you, you are overpowered so immediately. Before you realize it, these claws have forced their way through your skin, in between the joint where your arm meets your shoulder. And with you feel there should be resistance. As almost with nothing there, as Baragon seems to know this will happen, he tears your arm from your body. As you desperately try to swing out to him, you catch him across the back, and without even thinking, with a casual backhand, he claws through your traditional weapon, breaking it, catching you in the eye, permanently blinding you in that side. And before you can take another full step, I think you maybe take a half step towards him, as immediately blood loss, you feel weak, you feel numb, as you slump into the mud, a pool of your own blood slowly surrounding you, threatening to drown you. As Baragon looks to you,
This is a kindness, Druxus. You don't know it now, but maybe in another life you'll thank me.
eventually you'll see Shadow up the road.
You take him somewhere the beasts will find him. I love him, but he doesn't deserve a burial.
As you see Baragon head towards your wife and your vision. You don't know how long it is until you wake up. But eventually you wake up. Agonized pain, mud and dirt, somehow having clogged the wound that surely should have killed you, and your dual saber at your side. As you look at that, in this moment, you pick it up, aware that at this point you've lost everything, not even needing to look at this smoke behind you. We suddenly see you looking once more, having not used it for a while, at your double scimitar. The traditional weapon of the Goldmanes. A weapon meant for protection, for hope. Not every defining moment in someone's past has to be formed from despair, loss, and death. Sometimes the simplest memories can be the one that affect a person the most. Grimes.
Hello there.
Innocent, sweet Grimes. Your first memory wasn't that long ago.
No. About 2 years?
To many, that's a child. You've certainly grown up faster than most, but you started off where everyone starts off. We see Grimes' eyes kind of blink open as your eyes focus in a darkly blue tinted lit room filled with metal and shapes that you don't understand. You see a small old face in front of you, white hair, goggles, as they seem to be mumbling to themselves. Just, attempt number 12. Wonderful.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You can speak.
Yes.
Good. Do you know where you are?
I am in a room.
Good. Yes. Do you know who you are?
I am here.
That's good. That's a start. Okay. Wonderful. Do you know who I am?
You are also here?
Yes, that is certainly true.
Yes.
Yes. Can you stand?
Yes. And I, like, stand up to my full height and just tower over
You
him.
are twice, 3 times the size.
Like 7
of-
foot almost.
Yeah, you are easily like 2 to 3 times the size of this being. They kind of step back. Whew. My goodness. Interesting. Sorry, this is taking a second. Arms up.
Sure, 1 second.
Arms up.
Arms up,
Arms down.
arms down,
Arms out.
arms out.
Wonderful.
And I fully extend them.
Oh, good. Wow. Okay. Yes. My sweet, I guess boy. Hello. This was your first day.
I'm a boy.
Absolutely, you are.
Okay.
Wonderful. As you look at him, what is Grimes feeling in this moment?
Just happy to be here. And my arms are extended.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think you're feeling all of that joy as you're looking at this strange being, knowing so little about the world, but arms out, feeling happy. I think you, with the curiosity of a child seeing something fantastical for the first time, you look around and your eyes settle on the back wall and you see a poster of a large smiling person. As you scan around the room like a newborn child, your eyes see an image on a back wall. You see a large figure holding a smaller figure, both their mouths open in a strange shape you don't understand, but you feel happy
I've not
from.
seen myself yet, right?
You have not.
Okay.
And it just says, in like funky, happy bubble lettering, it just says father and son.
I'm not pointing at it because I
Yeah.
still haven't gotten instructions to put my hands down.
Yes.
And I'm just like, is that also boy?
What? Oh, yes, he actually takes it off the wall. You're learning so much. Okay, so this is a household kind of happy family, father and son. So the father is the one who's in charge of the son.
Oh,
Yes, he
so
kind of rolls it up and puts it.
am I a father or am I a son?
Oh, goodness. Well, I guess in this case, I guess you'd be a son. But I guess I technically, well, I guess yes, father is, certainly.
You're my father?
And you see this figure stop for a second. And look up. And you see a range of shapes work their way across this person's face. You don't understand. And it stops. Yes.
Accessing father.
Yes.
And I tried to like go back into the back of my mind to see anything I can kind of like compute about the word father. And then I look at him and say, so you made me.
Well, in the sense, yeah, yes, I'm your father. You're my son. You can put your arms down, by the way. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
No, you
thank
get to,
you.
you don't have to, well, you should listen to instructions, but you don't have to. That's morality stuff. Let me show you a few things. Follow me.
Okay. And I follow him as closely as possible.
Immediately, and we cut to maybe a year later. As you've learned a little bit more about the world, you understand things now. Still with that curiosity and joy. We see now the metronome. Full
Sorry.
day.
Sorry, give me a second.
Grimes, sit still.
Father, I don't know what I ate today.
No, Grimes, you can't eat yet.
I can't?
Well, no, I mean, it's... Oh, goodness, that's
Oh,
complicated.
but you eat all the time.
We see now, Grimes, you a little bit more built. We see now the stereo in your chest, the music you love. We see the names Grimes embossed on you. We now see the cables in your hair as your hair. Just sit still for a moment. I know you're excited, and I know, look, this is your first errand. All you have to do is go literally just across the street
Uh-huh.
to the other junk heap. And you can do that, yes?
Yes.
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 Now,
Because I'm a bigger boy
you
now.
absolutely, you're a
Yes.
big boy. Yes,
Uh-huh.
you're a whole year old. You're doing so well. Now, all you have to do
Uh-huh.
is take this package.
Okay.
Yes, wonderful. And all you have to do is hand it to the first person you see and say it's from...
Father.
They won't understand that. No, they'll get that. You know what, that's simple enough. That's simple enough. I can trust you.
Yes.
Wonderful.
First person I see.
In the other junk heap.
Okay.
Perfect. As you leave, probably the first time you've ever been outside alone. You've been outside, shown the basics. You see the junk district. Mounds of trash where every so often trash will fall from the sky like rain. Beautiful, metallic, sparkly, sometimes dangerous rain.
To me, this is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Truly, it's
Yeah.
all you've known, and it is to you beauty.
It's
is you.
shiny. It kind of looks like me.
Absolutely. You hear screams, you hear people yelling at each other. You see two people fighting over what looks like just a piece of sheet metal.
I think about how my father probably fought over me.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
at one point you see one little kid rooting through a pile of trash and pick up what looks like a toaster, and pure joy on their faces.
I want you to know, in my head,
Yeah.
that is a father and son.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Bear in mind, I'm going to point out the poster he showed you was of a father, big person, and son. He never pointed out which is which.
No.
So you just assumed the big one was the son.
Of course.
And he never knew to correct you.
of course.
You immediately see people rushing around. Grimes, what do you do with this package?
I am going to walk directly to the junk district as if I don't... Like, okay, so there's a part of me that's, like, curious about the world, so I'm just, like, looking around and I'm taking in as much as, like, oh, this is new. Oh, I didn't see this last time my dad took me out. But I am not stopping to smell the roses. I'm just going on my directive.
Yeah.
But I am keeping a mental note of as many things as possible to ask my father afterwards.
There's so many things to ask. You are making
Yeah.
mental notes of everything. At some point, you see a large, weirdly fleshy creature which has some kind of stripes on it. Weird, like, scaly skin on 4 legs. Pulling, like, a box with some people sitting in it.
Oh, that's a big father and son.
As you are heading across to the junkyard that you think is the junk pile you think is the right one, a small, like, halfling in a long brown coat comes around the corner. Hello?
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Grimes.
Lovely to meet you, Grimes.
And you are?
I am just a humble stranger wandering these parts.
Are you is he the first person I see in the junk that's the correct
He's
junk?
in the doorway. He kind of stepped in the way to talk to you.
Oh,
Now, I was wondering...
uh-huh.
Times have been tough, you see, and
That
I'm
sucks.
rather hungry.
Ah, that sucks. I don't eat.
Oh, goodness. Well, maybe if you've got some, you're rather shiny. Maybe if you've got something shiny on you.
I do not.
Maybe some money you can get me something.
I'm not allowed yet.
Do you have anything you can give me that I can use for food?
I do not eat, so I do not keep food on me. I apologize.
I mean, what's in that package there?
Oh, this is for the first person I see when I get to the junkyard.
Well-
From Father.
Oh, Father, of course.
Yes.
Of course, I know Father. Yeah.
What's his name?
Father.
No.
Well, I'm the first person you saw,
That is right.
and I'm at the junkyard.
That is true.
So clearly that's meant for me, right?
I guess that's what Dad said.
Exactly. So, I'll take that off your hands.
But it's not food.
That's true. You know, hey, who needs to eat, right?
You
No.
do.
Yeah, I can wait a day. It's fine.
Then we shall wait together.
Well, give
And
me
I
the parcel.
sit down.
Give me the parcel first. Can you...
What's your name?
Steve.
Hello, Steve. I'm Grimes.
Good. I tell you what, can you just give me... He tries to grab the parcel and try to pull it. Just, you can give me that parcel. Like, it's for me. It's for... Can you give it... Can you just... Please?
Okay.
Thank
Thank you for saying please.
You're so welcome.
You're welcome.
I tell you what, can you do me a favour?
Sure.
You sit there,
Uh-huh.
close your eyes.
I can't do that. I don't have eyelids.
Put hand in front of face.
Okay.
Good. So you can't see? No looky.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Count to 1,000.
I cannot do that. I am meant to be home as soon as possible.
Okay, go home then.
You don't tell me what to do. You're not father.
Hey, what's that over there?
I don't know.
God damn it, he just wanders off. Not into the
Goodbye,
junkyard.
Steve.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
One of the many lessons your father had to teach you, which I think Grimes had a hard time learning, is about trusting people and understanding instructions.
I have tried my best,
Steve was never the intended recipient of that parcel. I think in your lifetime, Steve tricks you about 3 more times before you learn to not talk to Steve.
I'm pretty sure I described what Steve looks like in excruciating detail to my father.
Yes, and eventually your father gives you a device to give to Steve next time he turns up. At one point, Steve goes, "Hey, Grimes.
Hi, this is specifically for you.
It's for me?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you so
Yes.
much.
Close your eyes and count to 1,000.
Like the first time we met.
Yeah.
You take care now, Grimes."
And then he's
You
never
see him
seen
wander
again.
behind a pile of trash and just...
I record that explosion to keep in my father fighter mix because I'm remixing them into the songs.
Absolutely, so many songs you've made for your father. Eventually, we cut to maybe another year down the road. Actually, no. We cut to maybe 2 months down the road. You're sitting with your father in the metronome, a place you've now built with him. You've learned even a little bit more about the world now. People here know you. They love you. You run errands for your father.
And I love them.
Absolutely. Every day people come and say hi to you. They love you here.
Hello.
Well, hello there. How are
Hi.
you? Oh, Grimes.
Hello.
You're getting big.
I am. Even though I do not grow because I am not organic.
Yes, absolutely. You've learned it. You've taught him quite a lot. Yes, well, it takes some time. He's a little stubborn sometimes. You know what? He's a smart boy. Yes, that's it, Grimes. That's good, isn't it? Hey, it's your birthday soon.
It is.
Exactly. And I explained what birthdays were, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is the day I am made.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we're going to have a party for him, and it's going to be so exciting. Oh, goodness. I will bring you a little something.
Yay.
I don't know what you like, but
And I will bring you a little something.
that's not how birthdays work, but that's very sweet of you. Okay. Take care, Grimes.
I will.
Good. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
She potters off. You're sitting there kind of pondering alone with your dad, just enjoying the presence of love and the joy of finding new things every day. Especially here, there is a new thing to find every single day. Your father has been working around the shop, kind of pulling new things out, and you see on one of his workbenches something you've not seen before. You see a small case made of a material you've never seen, a weird brownish material which has like strange wavy lines in it, with some embedded in it, some fabric and like metal shapes. One is silver, one is gold.
I reach out and trace the shapes.
Of the metal or what they're sat in?
Of the metals.
You start tracing. It is. You probably learned enough. One of them seems to be made of silver, and the other made of gold. What have you got there?
I don't know.
Oh, sure. Oh, yes, they are. So those are things called medals.
Ooh.
You earn them for doing good things in fighting war.
Oh, like my patches?
Exactly like your patches. Yes, exactly like that. Yes. And those are mine.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you must have did so well. Why don't you wear them?
Well, I guess I did well in a different sense. I did my job very well. I did very, very good.
Oh, are they for different jobs?
Essentially, yes.
So what's this one for? And I point at the gold one.
That is for... Do you know the word excellence yet? Excellence.
Which is very good.
Yes, doing a job so good, they think you deserve this.
What kind of job?
I
made something they really liked.
Like me?
Not like you, no.
Oh.
Nothing is like you, Grimes. You're special. No, I made something else that did, that hurt people.
Hurt people?
Bad people.
Bad people.
yes.
So you did very good.
I think as your father ponders this, I think your father has told you many, many a bedtime story. And you, even if you don't understand necessarily the context of it, I think you love stories about heroes who save people and help people. And you can't help but think, even as he explains this, with facial expressions you still don't quite understand, that he is talking about himself in the same way he's read stories to you about heroes.
I think in my mind, even though he's saying words that the tone is sadder than the words are happy,
Yes.
in my mind, trying to put two and two together, I'm not understanding the tone, but I'm understanding that what he did was for the better.
Yes. I think as Grimes understands it, he did something good.
Yes. I think that in his mind, what his father did was good, even if he sounds not happy about it. Because as long as bad people go away, that cannot be a bad thing. That's only a good thing.
And I think as you go forward with your life, and he starts to begrudgingly reveal more, although unbeknownst to Grimes, I think, he will eventually reveal what he earned those medals for being an inventor in times of war. And as much as he didn't want you to, you would certainly idolize him for having helped people. But that's a realization that doesn't come later. I think in this moment, as you're contemplating what all of this means, you see Tink absent-mindedly start in the way that you would just agree mumblingly to someone when you're lost in thought. You see him put down the medals and pick up something else, an image.
Is it the same image from before? The father-son image?
Not the exact image.
But it's the same people.
It is, so the one you saw when you were first
Born.
was the equivalent of like a poster for like a kid's book. It was very cartoonish, very fun. You see now,
It wasn't a photograph of anybody.
no,
Okay.
the one you're looking at now, not a photograph, but a painting of what looks like, kind of like Dad, but not quite right. Because your dad has more lines in his face, his hair's a different shape.
And obviously I don't change physically, so
Yes.
I don't understand.
Exactly. And you see him with a gnome, like a skin and flesh gnome.
Okay.
Different kind of gnome to
Not
you.
a
but still
gnome like me.
No.
No.
And they are arms around each other, embraced, smiling. You see the one that looks kind of, so maybe like an uncle or something, like doing bunny ears behind, like trying to throw the other person off. Behind a rolling field. And they both seem to be wearing matching-ish clothes. Seems to be like little, kind of like what you're made of, but smaller. And it's on them instead of what they are.
Oh.
You see him just absent-mindedly just kind of rubbing it with his thumb.
I'm standing behind him and I'm very sneakily, very quiet, unintentionally so, look down and I just say, father and son.
And he will just open the drawer and absent-mindedly put it in.
Yes, father and son.
Father and son.
And he will turn to look at you, slight tears in his eyes and a big smile.
Father and son.
Well, one of them kind of I know you said not all gnomes look the same.
Oh, that's actually a very bad thing to assume. When we
Yes.
talk about this, you don't...
Yes. Obviously, look at me.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
look like any gnome.
Yes, and every time someone is confused, you have to explain it to them and educate them. Yes.
Yeah.
See, Grimes, you're a good boy, Grimes.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Dad. Yeah. But that one kind of looks like you, but with less lines.
Do I have the mental capacity right now to explain aging to my son?
What's aging?
A story for another time.
Okay.
All you need to know, Grimes,
Uh-huh.
you're everything to me.
Okay. You're
love
everything
you.
to me too, Dad.
Come here, uppies. Give me some uppies. Give me some cuddles. Give me some cuddles. Oh, good boy. As the scene fades away, and we see Grimes now, more battle-worn, beaten, eyes a different color. The light of which, I think, giving you the shade and the look of bags under your eyes as you just stand alone in a cold, dark room. So much changed in a few weeks. And you can't help but ponder why the world is suddenly not what you thought it was. Some moments in people's pasts can define everything. Sometimes it can be their first memories and what they learn about the world. For other people, it can be their curious mind and their own creativity. Quinn. A few days before the worst day of your life, we see you at home, your father away working, just tinkering, I think. What is Quinn working on currently?
There was this old woman down the street. She had like this weird like antique shop with like all these, essentially a hoarder, but she liked to call herself an antique shop to get away with it because she had so much stuff and I was convinced she would die. So I'd go there totally to check on her and not to just like pilfer stuff. It was good intentions. But she had these things that were like books, which were kind of hard to come by, especially where we were.
You know what? Let's run that scene. I think this is a place you go to very regularly. Everyone talks about this old woman. What's this woman's name?
Hilberta.
Hilberta, this old furbolg who has the giant beehive hairdo. She's a furbolg, so she's huge, which is almost comical considering how tiny a home she lives in and the giant like poofiness of her outfit. Everyone knows her. She is a hoarder. But you live in an area full of junk and scrap and opportunity, and many a person will come to visit her with love, with gifts, with an ear for her stories, to see what she has. She calls it a shop, but everyone knows it is. She will sometimes get rid of things to make room for more things, and she doesn't really know what she has. As you wander in one day, she points a weird crooked umbrella at you shakingly. Who are you?
Quinn?
Oh,
You
hello,
know me.
yes. Quinn, come in.
You see me here like every 2 days.
You don't have to yell, it's fine. Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm not.
Hello.
How are you?
You can't complain. Well, my hip hurts, back hurts, kidneys hurt. I haven't peed in 3 days.
That's nice.
Anyway, what? Yes. Oh, hi, Quinn. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Goodness,
How have you been?
you need some tea.
No, it's
you
okay,
know,
it's okay. I just need
you stop.
Okay.
Go sit.
Yes, I'll come.
Sit.
Okay,
Good.
I'm sitting.
Good. Just move that bag of trash. Gently. It's very sharp. That one's rusty needles.
Oh,
I'm gonna make a sculpture.
are you now?
It's gonna be so nice. I'll show you when you're done. She potters off to go make you tea. The whole time nattering. I was talking to someone the other day, and they said that you had told them. And just the whole time, you're just like, okay, As you start, as everyone does, and you all want to do, you just start looking through the newer piles, and you see some old books. Older than you've probably seen in a long time. Bound in leather, real leather. Something you don't see very often. A lot of leather nowadays is made from either the skins of Conida, which is technically real leather, or is some kind of man-made amalgamation. You can tell from a distance it is old, it is dry, it is cracked. That is leather. Old cow leather, an animal that has not been seen by you ever. You've never seen one of those. You heard maybe your father mention the word.
Where did you get these?
What?
These things. Do you need space? I can take them off your hands.
What are they?
I don't actually know.
She comes back in with a half-made tea. Did you want to show? Oh, those!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they had pretty pictures in.
Can I have them? I'll trade.
Hold on. She goes and starts flicking through them. Yes. So, my friend Dorothy actually the other day, bless her, she passed away. And she left these to me. Yes. Well, at this age, everyone kind of starts. It's 1 a week, really. Most of my time is going to funerals.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, dearie.
Okay.
People die. I'm really hoping to go soon.
Can I have your stuff at least? I'll look after the shop when you're gone.
Then good. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Deal.
Yes.
Nice.
Ow! Careful,
sorry,
my
sorry.
wrist. Well, now I have to add that to the list of things. She kind of opens the book and starts flicking through it. What do you see?
I'd say I've seen some books before, of when I've snuck into places or libraries or wherever that we have laying around. And
I think also your father knows how much you love. You have a curious mind akin to him, where you're constantly trying to get
So
and
he's
devour
like-
information. So he'll bring you what he can when he can.
And he's brought me a few things before of when he's done trades or a little bit extras.
But old books are
Yeah.
hard to find. Most books nowadays are just made by IGC.
So I've seen animals before of the typical farm things that probably don't even exist anymore.
Yes.
But this book is a whole different story. Of all these weird creatures, scaly creatures or furry creatures, I don't know what they are.
Yeah,
But-
you start flicking through it manically. One page, there's a giant scaly ball-looking creature with a bunch of eye stalks. You go across to another one, there is what later in your life you will learn perhaps is a giant scorpion, this strange creature with heavy armors, these large pincers akin to mechs you've seen, and a large pointed weapon at the back of it. You see creatures on 4 legs with long faces and beautiful hair for some reason, and a person sitting on top of it in strange armor with a long spear weapon. Eventually you go to one of the last pages and you see something so majestic. Pages and pages of large, scaly creatures like Conida, but a battle Conida. Sharp claws, massive teeth. Some of them have huge wingspans. You see images, some of them without wings. In comparison to humans, there are pages of their anatomy. There's one page which shows the size of one of these winged creatures towering over a town with a man in its claw holding it delicately.
what are Quinn's thoughts as she starts looking at these creatures that she will later learn are drakes and dragons?
Just the excitement of I've never seen these things before, and especially having that and the anatomy parts of I can fully just recreate these things. Oh, I can try and get as many scraps as possible, and just like my brain isn't ready of like this could probably be turned into this sort of thing of like I could be using this kind of gear to make the shoulder or the wing or like anything like that. Like just the opportunities to build more things that are different to what I have been building.
I think you very quickly don't even get to the tea. You shove a couple credits into this old woman's hand, grab these books, run home, your mind bursting with ideas. You've talked about it with your father before. He's almost described it as like a fever or like a pain when you get these bursts of ideas, and the only thing you can do is create. Otherwise they will bore into your soul, as he described it. Someone who you would often see in the middle of dinner, you and him, stand up, dropping plates and drinks and running off to a corner to start scribbling on a wall that hasn't already got notes on it. You immediately start gathering through. The next couple of days are you gathering bits of scrap, creating, doing everything you can to replicate the anatomy of these creatures as best you can, until a few days later, in the dead of night, another night your father has been away working on some kind of contraption. You finally feel brave enough as you lift up these goggles from your head, look at this strange amalgamation of metal, and it kind of and you see your Drake in front of you. You, having through these books studied and learned a language in this time, a language that this being speaks. Hello?
Hello, how are you feeling?
Whoa, hey, whoa. Okay. Cool, hi. I think you're meant to talk at this point. I don't really know what's going on.
You just kind of woke up from not existing, so I can understand.
Yes, so maybe you should talk because I just started existing. I've learned a word.
You
Good
see
to know.
already, we're doing so great. Hi, I'm Quinn.
Oh, lovely.
You're mine? You're my friend.
Is that my name?
No.
Mine friend. Nope.
No.
Okay.
No name. No name yet.
Why do I have to wait for a name?
Because this is the first time I've made one of you, and you're really cool, and you can talk, which none of my other things can properly do that yet.
So you're saying I'm the best?
Yes.
I like you, let's be friends.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Handshake again? Handshake?
Okay, I don't know what that
claw
is. I'm
shake?
learning about a
There we go.
handshake.
I'm
Cool.
teaching you
Whoa,
that.
I have sharp claws.
Don't. Yep. Very.
Cool.
Ow.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I did
should've-
bad.
No. You did good. You did good. You're great.
Okay, you're right, I am great.
You are great. You're the best.
Okay, I suddenly have a feeling in my chest like lightning, and I think I need to run to make it. And he suddenly just starts bounding around your house. Excitement, pure energy that he doesn't understand. Very similar to Grimes, just be like, yay, okay, this is fun. I am alive.
Wait.
I think alive. Just a thing crashing.
no.
Something later that you will have to clean up. You know why you didn't name him. You wanted to show your greatest achievement to your hero. And I think give him the honor of naming your creature. Something you didn't get to do. The next time you see your father is when you first show him the Drake. And he was so proud and so happy. That moment was interrupted as he sent you away. And it's interesting, the joy you had and the burning desire from those books, when every moment of your life came crashing down around you and everything was destroyed, you never thought of those books. You didn't think of what they could have helped you create. You only thought of someone who loved to create who would never name something you had made out of love for them, and simply wanted to share the gift you both had. As you come to the present day and look at your Drake, the one creation sulking in a corner because you smiled at a real dragon, even though your father never got to name him, you realize that this creation, not just him, but your mind, a huge part of you, is still connected. Whether that means a part of him still lives through you is a question only you can answer. And maybe that will take time to do so. Thank you. And that's where we're going to end that episode. Thank you so much for joining us all. If you like any of the fun things that we have here, please go check out our friends' curated collectibles. Give them some love. They are absolutely incredible. Until then, see you next time. Bye, everybody.